Oh, what? We're live!
We're live! And Beat Drop joined just as we went live. Awesome.
Nice,
All right, cool.
Oh,
Yeah, look at that.
live drop.
And his webcam is working, and his mic is working. Brilliant.
Live drop. This is nice, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say this real quick. A big hearty welcome to Beat Drop back to the Evil Judges panel.
Yes.
Welcome. Yeah, it's awesome, man. Wait, standing up.
Standing up.
White people on the panel. Yay!
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Dane is our token white guy tonight.
Yes. Very
Welcome.
much so.
Welcome everybody to OCR Talkback. I'm talking to nobody because we have 0 viewers right now, but make sure y'all tune in. Hopefully
They will trickle in.
Yeah, let me just post that in the link. Talkback. Post the link in the IRC channel. All right, so we're talking in the ether right now, but
There we go.
People are gonna watch this on YouTube later. Anyways.
Yeah.
So they'll check it out. So for those of you who don't know, or you're tuning in the first time, OCR Talkback is OCR ReMixers semi-weekly radio show. Not radio show. What am I saying? Video show, web show.
What a great start!
I haven't done this in so long.
Yeah, it's been like a month since we've done
month since I've done one. Yeah, so it's our semi-weekly web show where we answer questions and we talk about VGM and talk about video games and just talk about generally geeky stuff. Sometimes me and Larry go off on a tangent and talk about comic books. And
I've never done that.
We did that a couple times.
I will say, had some friends over, so my wife put on a Rosh Hashanah dinner and stuff like that. We have geeks over. And one of my bros, I lent him all of Top 10 by Alan Moore from America's Best Comics. So I told him, and he knows this. Is like, don't fuck my shit up. Like, don't fuck my shit up. But you can borrow them. Like, I'm very, I'm not a big borrower, person, but a big lender. So anyway. Because people bend them. Do you have stories of like, you let like siblings read your stuff and it's like they bent it up and like?
No, they know better.
Yeah, they know. Yeah.
They know better.
But I do know. One time, when my oldest brother visited, though, one time, I was like, oh, yeah, man, you can check it. Not that it's all valuable and stuff, but it was like, oh, yeah, man, read this joint, Uncanny X-Men 304 Fatal Attractions with the hologram on the cover.
Yeah.
And he's checking out like, oh, man, this is awesome. And he just, like, picked it up and just bent the hell out of the
Yeah,
cover.
they read it like this. Like, what are you doing?
Like, broke my heart.
Yeah.
Gives it character.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So anyway, VGM, right?
Yes.
So what are you guys listening to this week? Anything good? VGM wise?
Go.
No,
Dane,
I should go last.
All right. Jarrell, what are you listening to this week? Anything good?
I am finally getting around to playing Bravely Default, so I'm listening to that.
That's a good soundtrack.
Very good.
That's a really good soundtrack. Who's that? Revo, I think, does the soundtrack to that?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. But is that a team, right?
It sounds like a team.
Yeah.
If it's a guy, it's like he's from the 80s or something, because like that's the kind of thing that.
Jarrell, are you looking this up?
I'm looking it up. Yeah. It's definitely a team. It's a Japanese musical group.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Wait, no, with composer Revo as the leader.
It's a guy from the 80s.
It's a guy, and the group is Sound Horizon, but Revo is the guy.
Okay, so it's not a Sound Temp thing, because Sound Temp, anything by Sound Temp, that's mysterious. It's like, who did the Ragnarok Online soundtrack, like, individually, and you just don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway.
It's like Devo, but not.
Revo.
Revo.
Yeah, right?
They should do a collab.
Revo and Devo, yeah.
They should get that for Bravely Second. They should get Revo and Devo. They should get Devo to do a song and then Revo to do the soundtrack. But Revo's not doing the soundtrack for Bravely Second. It's someone else.
Really?
Yeah, someone else. I don't know who, but someone else.
Did Revo get fired for being too 80s?
No. Maybe.
Right.
Okay, no, the composer for Bravely Second is another group. So are they gonna like get a new group for every game in this series?
Yo, we're a group.
Hey,
we are.
Hey.
Yo, what up, man?
Let's do Bravely Third.
Uh-oh. Yeah, hell yeah.
I'll do Bravely Third.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I bet you are, Larry.
I'm ready. Hey, man. What? I've been in some mixes.
Larry's gonna do the whole soundtrack.
You do
Larry's
not
gonna contribute some. Yo, what up, yo, check.
Wow.
It cuts to battle, the glass breaks like in the old school Final Fantasies, and you just hear, instead of like the whoosh sound effect, Shala makes you holla.
Oh, whatever. Shala makes you holla, that's right.
I figured I'd beat you to the racism this time, Larry.
Oh, hey, thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. Just getting you warmed up.
Glad you beat me to the punch.
Yeah.
So what is it? Is that all you've been listening to, Jarrell? Bravely Default?
Well, I did just get Theater Rhythm in the mail. Actually, bought it from the gigantic ads that were on OCR site.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're not seeing, if you've been to the site recently and you're not seeing those ads, turn ad block off.
Yeah, man, help a brother out, man. Yeah. Seriously, man. We're not
give you so much free music, and you guys are blocking our ads. Come on,
man. Yeah, you're killing me, dude.
How dare you?
Free advertisement, anyway.
How dare you? And actually, it's
lovely red
pretty
curtains.
good.
Yeah, it was good.
I was telling Dave the other day, I was like, so, like, what's the deal with the ads? Is the ad campaign over? Because I kind of like how it looks on the site. I think we should just leave them up.
We'll let them go.
Next OCR theme for the site's gonna be like all Mario 3 curtains and shit.
Yeah. Love it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
No, that'd be nice. Oh, that'd be pretty sweet, actually.
What about you, Larry? What are you listening to? Anything?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I've been super busy at work and not being responsible for video game music-y stuff. What have I been listening to? I did vote on a remix. Today,
oh my god.
I did vote on a remix.
It doesn't have to be video game music either.
I know.
Just stay with whatever.
No, you're right. What is it? Well, I heard the main theme from Xenophobe for the Amiga, which is awesomely horrible, in that whole '90s Amiga way, which is awesome. I love it. I said in my vote for that track, I was like, it really is an acquired taste because it just feels so loose. All the music from the Amiga, it just feels really fucking loose.
Yeah,
it's hilarious, dude. And what else have I been listening to? There's this parody album. It's like Chill Wave or some nonsense or something like that.
Yeah.
By this guy who goes under the alias Mike Tenay. And Mike Tenay is a professional wrestling commentator, and it's just totally taking garbage '80s stuff or whatever, and then kind of remixing it, and it's totally to make fun of Mike Tenay. I gotta find. I will have to find that. I will have to find that album, but it's free on Bandcamp. Or just look up Mike Tenay Bandcamp. That's a Tenay.
Okay.
It's actually pretty sweet. The album is tight. There's a new one like Mike Tenay in Tokyo or whatever. That one's not as good, but it's still okay. But the first one is the one that's really tight. I'm forgetting what it's called, but anyway, it's like Chill Wave or some nonsense. I love it. It's awesome as hell. So I've been looping that. There's a song on it called Bubble Butt. There's Flow Money. There's Miami Beach. There's lots of good stuff on there. It's really sweet. And the album cover is a really eerie Photoshop of Mike Tenay's face. So anyway, just snag it. I'll find the name of the album later, but I'll mention it on the show. Anyway, hopefully I'll look for it. Hopefully it won't drop me. So anyway, that's what I've been looping and rocking.
Okay. Dane, what about you, man?
You know what? Wait. What else? I'm sorry. Let me get into the shameless plug mode because I have been looping this cut, and it is hot.
Oh.
So on Overclock Records, we have Lightbur's new single up.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Heart Sync. It's fucking amazing. It's up for $1 if you go to overclockrecords.com and grab it. You can pay what you want, and 100% of the money goes to Jaron of Lightbur, the frontman for Lightbur, for his toward his cancer recovery because he got diagnosed with cancer in the summer. He got around to chemo, and everything is looking positive, but the bills are a motherfucker. And so, thumbs down, exactly. So, when I saw that, I was just like, how, I'm thinking, how can we help? I talked to, Andy, I talked to Zircon right quick and was like, yo, we should put up, he mentioned he was going to do the single. I'm like, yo, we should put that up and just give him all the money that, donated from it. Because anywhere else, like iTunes or Bandcamp or whatever, will take a cut.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's just put it up and not take a cut. He was down with it. And I hit him up and and I've been a big fan of his for a long time. Like, he goes by Archimedes for his solo stuff on OC Remix, and OCR is a big reason why he's been, you know, staying with music and getting better at it. So I also was responsible for being like, he must be on Balance and Ruin. Hit him up. Get him up. So I got him on Balance and Ruin.
Good tracks on Balance and Ruin. They were really good.
Yeah, they're really good. And so anyway, Heart Sink by Lightbur. It's Jaron and his girlfriend Samantha. Great stuff. It's an amazing track, and you know, the lyrics are really deep, man. I mean, it's about kind of how what thoughts you have, you know, when you get a cancer diagnosis and stuff, and like kind of it's a kind of a bleak outlook, but you know, you're hoping that things will turn out okay. But it's a phenomenal song, and when Jill was here, she was in Atlanta last week to film a video at our apartment, and you won't be able to tell it's at our apartment, which is awesome. But I showed her the track, you know, before it went live and everything, and she was like, "This is unbelievable. This is so good. I always love his stuff." So, like I said, overclockrecords.com. Get it. Heart Sink by Lightbur. It's amazing. His their 2 other albums are up as well, and you know, I highly recommend you get those as well. You and I Can Rule the World, and then Think of Tomorrow. Both phenomenal albums. Think of Tomorrow especially. Like, if I were a music supervisor, there would be many, many techie commercials with the songs from that EP on them. Like, it's really accessible, really good stuff. So anyway, and I have been looping that stuff like no other. So thank you for, you know, that's right. That's what I've been listening to. Beat Drop, Vape, go.
I don't even remember what we're talking about anymore.
What are you listening
music
to?
are you listening to?
What are you listening to this week, man?
No, I don't know, like video game music.
It doesn't have to be VGM. It could be anything.
Yeah, really nothing, because the only game I've been playing lately is League of Legends, and
that game has like no music.
Right, it's sound effects. So. You can only handle the menu music for just so long. For you're like, no, turn this up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've been just listening to a lot of random stuff that I've been finding through Pandora. I've got really big, like super addicted in the past week or so on Empire of the Sun.
Oh, wow, yeah, they're a good group, man. They're from Australia, right?
Oh,
okay. It was like Australia or New Zealand or something like that. But
they're from planet Earth, I can tell you that
area.
much.
Yeah.
At least I think that.
They're good, yeah, man. They're a good group.
But yeah, I don't know, just a lot of I've gotten in this huge like kick on like indie rock electronic stuff, like them, for example, or another band that I've been really, really big on lately is Polar Sets. They're some small band out of the UK, but they do all their stuff sounds very, very similar, like really islandy, kind of dancey rock, kind of. It's hard to describe, but really Balearics, I suppose, would be a good word for it, kind of like Ibiza. Woo!
Like a summer jam.
Right. Yeah. No. It's fun stuff. It's got good, you know. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is right now. I can't think. You ask me all these hard questions.
What are you listening to this week is not a hard question.
For me, it is. I listen to fucking everything. I mean, I recently downloaded this Juno Reactor EP, Pistolero remixes.
Pistolero! Oh, man!
I thought it was like...
Pistolero.
It's honestly one of the best EPs I think I've remix EPs I think I've ever heard.
So good.
Like, it's only 4 tracks and all 4 are just awesome remixes.
That's a classic, man. That's been around forever. I love.
Yeah,
that was awesome, man. Just mentioning it literally blew Shark back.
It's like,
my roots, man.
It's so good. Pistolero. Yeah, that notification you just heard, it was me paying for that Lightbur track. I just bought it just now.
Nice.
Don't mind all the shit behind me, by the way. This is my awesome setup right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on.
Along with my personal belongings.
Seriously?
Oh, I got you beat though, because this isn't even all. This is like a small percentage.
It's all dim. Right here, this is still my entire house is like this, and I moved into this house like 3 years ago.
Okay, well, yeah, never mind. You lose.
Dane missed all this, but man, dude, we did these talkbacks for a while, and it's just like, Shark, your bookshelf is empty, dude. There would just be a shelf with nothing on it. Like, there's nothing.
That's like the most depressing sight ever. Just this bookshelf sitting there with nothing in it.
It was
like,
awesome.
Why are you in there?
Yo, speaking of stuff from old talkbacks that like took forever to get done, did Dave ever take down his Christmas tree?
Oh my God! Probably not.
It's so much quicker to just leave it up all year, though.
Yeah, at this point, you might as well just let it roll back around. Only like 4 months away.
Yo, let me be 100. I went to his place in like the summer one time, and this was just me, visiting from Atlanta, and I was in town. I'm like, why is this tree still up, bro? And he's just like, whatever, man. It's like halfway to the next, Christmas anyway.
Oh,
like,
man.
Oh my God.
That's the key. You just procrastinate until it's so close that it doesn't even matter anymore.
Was this before he was dating Anna or after?
No, this is after, man.
This was after.
He was married.
He was married. Wow.
Married. Yeah, man. I'm just like, why is this? I mean, I don't know, man. That's hilarious. It's just, I guess it's festive.
Right.
I don't know. The only way it would be worse is if you sprayed like faux snow on it, and it's supposed to look wintry, and just like what's going on. I don't know if there are lights on it though. I don't recall if there were lights on it though. That would be a real kicker.
You can have a Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty tight actually. So
there you go.
Down with that.
So I have been listening to a whole bunch of stuff actually. I got the new Naruto game, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution. That's really good.
Okay.
I know. That's one game. Yeah, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution. I've been looking forward to that game forever.
I feel like that should just be an acronym or something. That's ridiculous.
That was the title?
Yeah, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution.
Have you never seen a Naruto game before, Larry?
They're all like that.
They're all like that.
They're all like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got that, and I've been playing that, and I've also been playing a lot of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
Nice.
For 3DS, which is awesome.
Nice.
That game finally came out after like years of only being in Japan, but it's here now, and I played it, and I'm almost done with it. I'm on the last case, and it's awesome. The music's great. It's got like voice acting, and the graphics are awesome, and it's very nice. So playing that. I got Hyrule Warriors today. Was playing that earlier.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, how is it, man?
It's like really dumb, but it's really fun. Like it's a Dynasty Warriors game.
I was about to say that's pretty much indicative of any Dynasty Warriors.
It's a Dynasty Warriors game, so there's just like massive amounts of enemies, and you just like swing your sword, and they all fall over. I mean that's basically like that's what you're getting into with Dynasty Warriors.
All right.
But it's Zelda, so it's like all Zelda music and Zelda characters and like really cool graphics, and it's really fun, and the soundtrack is awesome. Like when you like call the Great Fairy and she does something crazy, and then like everyone is like your morale for your army goes up, and like this awesome like rockin' music like comes in. It's a whole bunch of like Zelda remixes, but they're all like super rocked out and like super orchestrated and stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say everything sounds pretty good.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely like a HD game,
You know what?
HD graphics, awesome music, great music.
When like the trailer or like first kind of stuff on Hyrule Warriors dropped, I remember seeing on Twitter like some people were like, did they get OC Remix to do this or whatever? Because it's like some rocked out bullshit.
There wasn't people. It was one moron. One moron on Twitter. It was just like, it sounds like bullshit OC Remix metal. It's like,
at least we're known now for having metal.
I mean, like, you show that tweet to like anyone from like Shiz, anyone who contributes like regularly like DOD, and they'll like laugh their ass off because that's like the exact opposite stereotype,
Right.
It's like where are people getting these stereotypes? Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's cool though. But anyway, hey man, is the music out in any form? Like, is there a? Because usually
I don't think it's I don't think it's a soundtrack for sale. I think
I was gonna say usually like Nintendo when they have a game site or something like that, then they'll have some music up.
Well,
I think
this
you
is like 2014. The entire soundtrack is on YouTube already.
Yeah, it's been on YouTube forever. So if you want to check it out, you can just go to YouTube. Honestly,
just do a search right now. Hyrule Warriors soundtrack, and there's like 2 playlists.
Yeah. Did Larry get muted?
Did he?
Yes,
he did.
He
Larry
muted himself.
Yeah. I'm shifting locales. That's all.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's adjusting himself.
And I'm also listening to the dungeon theme from Final Fantasy V because I'm finally getting somewhere with the last track for Water, Volume 2.
I'm refusing to believe this until I see a track.
I can send you I'll send you a whip after
No,
this.
no whip. No whip.
Yeah.
Completed thing.
All right.
That's all. Completed
But I am finally getting somewhere with it, which is nice. Everything's clicking, so I'm listening to that track a lot just to make sure I have it down. And also, not VGM, but this song that I've kind of been obsessed with for the past week. Did you guys ever watch Jetsons the movie when you were a kid?
No. Yeah, but I only vaguely remember it.
Okay, so in Jetsons the movie, they had Judy Jetson was not voiced by the original voice. I forget her name. Judy Jetson. Let me look it up real quick. Judy Jetson voice. Judy Jetson was voiced by Janet Waldo back in the day. And she actually still voices Judy Jetson. She's still alive. She's like in her 90s, but she still voices Judy Jetson.
Wow.
She's incredible. She's like a legend of voice acting. But for the movie, for Jetsons the movie, I guess like because they thought like they could bring in more viewers, they got Tiffany to voice Judy Jetson. Like Tiffany, the pop princess Tiffany. Like, I think we're alone now.
Yeah, what? What?
Yeah, yeah, and it's weird because they actually like Janet Waldo actually recorded all of the lines for the movie, and then they just got Tiffany to come in and like redo all the lines.
Oh.
I'm guessing that's before she did her Playboy set.
Yes, this was back in like 1990. So she was not very good in the movie as Judy Jetson, but. She did sing, I think, 3 songs for the movie. And there's one song that's just like so good. It's like so like 80s-tastically good. It's called You and Me. And in the movie, when that song comes on, there's like this crazy like Art Deco music video that starts happening with all like this weird like animation stuff, and it was like when you're a kid and you're watching, you're just like, what is going on here? I thought I was watching the Jetsons, and now it's like this crazy like psychedelic weirdness. But the song is great, and I actually have been listening to that like on repeat for like a week straight. It's so good, yeah. So, but I love like 80s style, like like that really classic 80s melodic rock stuff, and that song is like a perfect example of that kind of music. So, yeah, that's what I've been listening to this week. A lot of game stuff and then Tiffany. So,
what a combination.
So let's hit some questions on the Twitter. Some people are asking some things.
Oh my God.
Stephen T. Stone asks, Splatterhouse album for Halloween, when? Not this Halloween, I can tell you that much. Someone's got to organize it, I guess.
I think I would much rather have a Monster Party album for Halloween.
Monster Party?
I'm sorry, I gotta put my vote in for Zombies Ate My Neighbors if we're gonna do.
That would be good too.
Why not
just do a Halloween album?
Just do a Halloween album.
Yeah.
And do like Adam's Family for Sega Genesis and like.
Yeah, there we go. Just compilation. That sounds like a plan.
Whole bunch, but not stuff like Silent Hill and like the really like crazy all like the really like cartoony like Halloween. All like the cartoony horror games, I think that would be better for like.
Probably rule out Resident Evil 2 then, because otherwise I really just do that save room music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that was good music, man.
It was, but
point proven.
Oh, what? Okay. I came in mid-point, so I don't know what the point was. Like, black people love save like.
That's it. You nailed it right there.
Got it.
That was it. That was the one. That was the moment. Okay, Brandon Strader asks, wait till everyone's on, then ask what their favorite Nicolas Cage movies are.
Oh, God.
And if they're looking forward to Left Behind on October 3rd.
Never heard of it. Also,
Really?
Is Left Behind like is that based on like the books?
Yeah, the whole religious apocalypse.
Yeah, the Rapture books.
Right. Yeah.
Did they already do a movie for that? Now this is like another like a.
They've done like numerous movies for that, but this is another one. Yeah.
Oh, is Nicolas Cage in this one? I guess.
Yes.
I guess
That's
it
probably
is.
why Brandon's asking about it.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Well,
so
like
let's go around the horn. What's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie?
I've already answered this, and it's Face
Larry,
Off's
go.
next.
Face Off, Jarrell. Nicolas Cage movie.
I guess in terms of movie I enjoyed, it would probably be
He's gonna go Moonstruck.
National Treasure, whatever. What is it?
National Treasure.
But here's the thing: in terms of meme quality, it's not the bees.
Yeah, Wicker Man.
So great.
Okay, Dane, favorite Nicolas Cage movie?
Hang on, let me look through his filmography really quick.
Oh wow.
Well, there's so many.
He's
gonna be like
Moonstruck.
he's gonna be like
no,
Ghost Rider.
This is easy. I just figured it out. Raising Arizona.
Raising Arizona, huh?
All right. Yeah,
See,
he
this
started off
question
strong.
makes me mad.
Strong and tapered off.
This question makes me mad because like there's only like one real answer to this question.
No, I don't.
Con Air.
It depends on whether you're taking the question seriously or not.
Con Air. It's absolutely Con Air. Con Air is like the best Nicolas Cage.
The bunny back in the box.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. How do you get any better than that?
Well, I liked him in Matchstick Men a lot more than I did in Con Air.
Con Air is.
I've just
because he's such a crazy fucker to begin with that having him in Matchstick Men acting as a crazy guy, like just I don't know, it was a good match.
Con Air is his finest work in my opinion. There's no question. No question.
And now
But that movie
wasn't
wasn't good because of Nick Cage though.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Now we gotta ask Will.
Will Rock.
Nicolas Cage. Will.
Hi.
What is your favorite Nicolas Cage movie? If you have not answered this already.
Will.
That's a tough one. That's a really fucking tough one. He's got a lot of good movies. Oh, I should say entertaining movies, not good movies.
He's gonna go Ghost Rider. I can feel it.
No, I'm not. No. I'd probably say Face Off.
My.
See, I thought you were going to say Guarding Test.
It's the answer is Face Off, and that is the correct answer.
It's Con Air. There's only one right answer, and it's
No
Con
man,
Air.
I want
Con
his
Air,
face
absolutely.
off.
Uh,
That's what it's all about.
What did you want me to say? The Wicker Man? I don't know what.
no, Wicker Man, not the bees.
Not the bees.
Not the bees. Oh,
Yes.
no, Nick
I
Cage.
haven't actually seen that. I finally sat down and watched that movie after
Why?
Andy showed me the YouTube video of that scene interspersed with clips from Mega Man.
I actually watched it without knowing anything about it. Like, I didn't even know it was a remake of an older film. I didn't know anything about the memes or anything.
You just
And I just watched it, and I was just sat there going, "What the fuck is this? This guy's going around beating up women and going around in their suits, punching people."
punches ladies in
Like-
the movie. It's great.
Before I ever before I knew anything about that movie, when somebody first told me that there's a scene where he gets in a bear costume and like punches a woman in the face, I totally thought they were full of shit. I was like, "There's no way that happens in the movie. You're making that up."
Yeah.
Nope.
I actually
That happened?
Face Off as
Yes.
well.
Wow.
I remember I actually saw the end of Face Off when I was a kid, like when I was really young. I actually saw it when we were on holiday, and I just saw the end, and I remember being really confused because obviously, if you see the film, you know that they trade places, but I didn't know this. I didn't know.
They
what the
don't
film
trade
was.
places.
And
So you
They
just saw
trade
that
places.
in the end, and it was a happy
they trade
ending.
places, whatever.
They don't trade places. They trade faces.
They trade faces, whatever. Trading faces. Anyway, they trade faces, blah blah blah. And I just remember watching it and thinking, but why at that last scene with John Travolta, and I didn't know who Nicolas Cage was at this point, and I just remember sort of thinking to myself, but he's dead, isn't he? And I was just like, I don't understand what's going on here. What is this movie?
What's awesome is just like what makes absolutely no sense. You know, obviously you have to you have to suspend your disbelief. But it's like not only could they swap faces once, but then he got his original face back and like put it back on, and it looks okay. And like what?
Well, never mind that. The whole procedure was easy as hell. They just cut around the edges and then pulled it off.
Yeah, just pulled it off.
Problem solved.
Yeah, I mean like people don't work that way.
Play-Doh. Fucking peel it off.
People don't work that way. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
There is so much wrong with that movie. There is
so much.
You could pick at that.
No way, there's so much right. I mean, you just peel off his face like a piece of fruit roll-up. So awesome. That's perfect.
All right, moving on.
We got way more mileage out of that question.
Ethan Donays has asked, favorite BGM track ever composed?
Wait, who asked that?
Ethan Donays from Twitter.
That question, again, I swear we've answered this before. I don't know. I'm going to go to sleep.
Favorite ever? Oh, man, dude. Yeah, I don't... Man, does anybody really here have a favorite ever? I think OCR has trained us not to have a favorite.
The problem...
I might. I'd have to think about it really hard, though.
The problem with this question is, like... It's not that simple for me, because I think with video games particularly, there's some songs that are fueled by nostalgia, and some are just fucking awesome, and you...
Right.
It's like... Another thing is, like, it's like asking, like, what's your favorite food? And, like, you could say pizza, but sometimes you don't want pizza, right? Or, like, sometimes you don't feel like eating chicken, even though it's your favorite food.
Yeah.
So, like, even if you have, like, one track that you can think of that's your favorite piece of music ever, BGM.
You were about to say chicken. Don't deny it. But.
I was about to say chicken. I apologize.
Chicken pizza, whatever. It's still, like, sometimes you feel like listening to something else, you know? So, I don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm just gonna say Guitar Man, Fly Into Your Heart. Boom. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That's it.
Is that the main Guitar Man theme?
No, it's legendary theme.
Yeah, it's like level. It's the level with the big flying saucer thing making people dance.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't know, man.
So instead of your favorite, just like one that's really like stand out for you.
Dune for the PC was sweet. That's not even my personal favorite, but the whole just overall is an awesome soundtrack. The album for it, Dune Spice Opera, is sweet. The tracks are all really chill and they're so 90s though. It's like, but they're awesome, man. They really age well. They're pretty cool. It's early 90s. I love it.
Larry, you're cheating though.
Why? For what, doing a whole soundtrack?
Yeah, he did a whole soundtrack.
Shark said just like go with the standout, but he.
Well, I'm just going with some. You know,
but he even did ask like favorite track.
So. Yeah, favorite track.
One. T-Hawk. I've already answered this in generalities. Like T-Hawk's theme, Super Street Fighter 2, and it's got to be the arcade cabinet. It's nothing but the arcade cabinet, and then maybe and then Q's theme from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, but it has to be Dreamcast versions.
Really?
Not the arcade.
Q's theme?
Sweet, I love it.
Out of all of the tracks in Street Fighter 3,
they're all it's a tremendous soundtrack. Dude, Q's theme is awesome as hell. Are you serious? Are we having a fight about this? Because
I'm just saying there are.
Larry, your opinion sucks, and we don't like it, and we're gonna not.
It's a good song, but it's uncommon to hear someone point out that track instead of other.
What would you point? Oh, I'm trying to think what else is really
Brazil.
Good.
Longshoreman.
Sean, really?
Yeah, Sean and Oro's theme, especially the version from online, the online edition.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, the new version, the remix version in that is awesome.
I haven't heard that in a while.
He actually he adds a whole chord progression into it, and it sounds awesome.
Right.
It's really good.
Yeah, I will definitely have to check that out. I mean, Beats in My Head is legendary. You know, Dazzy NYC 99 is awesome. I mean, there's a lot of really good themes. But I
like Makoto's theme, but that's because
you're biased. Yeah, but there's Third Strike is vastly underrated. But anyway,
I don't know if it's underrated anymore.
Nah, man.
It was underrated a long time ago, but I don't know. People are basically like on the train now. You know?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Three is like just gets way less love than 2 and 4. So it's
yes,
just,
that is true. That is true.
So
that's absolutely true.
And then like just what else I'm trying to think of? The last boss from Streets of Rage 1. That's like an awesome final level theme. So that one had a lot of attention.
Man, you had to go and mention boss music. Now I'm just totally screwed. I'm trying to think of a favorite.
Yeah. Oh, well, what do you think of like One Winged Angels and enjoying it?
No, I'm not that generic. Come on.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Jeez.
I always preferred the Birth of a God theme to the One Winged Angel. Shoot me now if you disagree.
No, that's good, man.
That's cool, man.
Like I do like the One Winged Angel theme, but the Birth of a God theme is my fucking jam, and it's underrated. So
I'm surprised you like anything Square. So that's good.
I don't like anything Square. It's all a lie.
I know.
I hate everything Square.
That's what I'm saying.
I even hate my remixes at Square. They're all bad.
Wow.
That's
I think
crazy.
I'm gonna add Vampire Killer to my list because that's
There you go.
awesome song.
Beautiful.
Yeah, wonderful. Jarrell, what about you, man?
I'm actually going to go with I'm not going to say weird track, but it's definitely underrated because people didn't like this soundtrack as much. Sonic 3D Blast for Sega Saturn. Rusty Ruins.
What?
Yes, Saturn.
But the Saturn one was the better soundtrack.
No!
What?
Get out.
Here we go.
Man. No, Richard Jake's all up in it, dude.
No.
He's what, dude? It beats the Genesis one. No.
Diamond Dust!
Diamond Dust.
Diamond Dust, and Rusty Ruin.
Diamond Dust on Genesis is not as good as Rusty Ruin on Saturn.
No, that's a lie.
Diamond Dust.
It's a dirty lie.
Diamond Dust on Saturn kills all of that.
No, Diamond Dust Genesis, Rusty Ruin's Genesis.
Oh dear, opinions are not allowed here.
Nope. Diamond Dust on Saturn kills.
No, get out.
All I'm saying is that when I first got a working CD player, Rusty Ruin Act 1 on Saturn was like what was in there all the time. You asked me to answer to my question, bro.
No.
I like how he's shutting down his answer. Like it's the wrong answer.
I'm not shutting down Jarrell. Jarrell, you're fine. I'm shutting down Larry because Larry's like, it's the better soundtrack. Get out of here.
Saturn.
We need to do dimensional duality. That's what we
need. Saturn.
We need to do it. We need to do a dimensional duality.
Saturn.
Sonic 3D Blast album. Go try it.
Sonic 3D Blast album. A sequel to Sonic CD album. Dimensional duality. Dude.
Yep, Saturn though. That's all.
No, get out of here. Get out of here.
That's it, and that's all.
This is gonna be the trailer for the album. Just you and me arguing, just yelling, but not even like arguing. Not even arguing with like actual arguments, just being like, Saturn,
you're wrong. You're wrong.
Just that back and forth.
Dude, you can chillax so much with the Saturn one. I'm sorry, dude. Like Saturn was. I mean, I'm sorry, man. That was full quality, man. Not hanging. Sorry.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying Genesis is.
I think you guys should like rock paper scissors over it or something.
Yeah, no, man. Well, we should rock paper Saturn. Saturn wins. Saturn. That's it. That's it.
No, get out of here.
Anyway,
I do have to say, Saturn music generally is pretty bitching. Like,
yeah, man.
It's fucking good.
No, it's a good soundtrack.
Yeah, man. Saturn soundtrack is sweet.
And
let me throw out there. I've not mentioned Tim Fallon yet. So Echo the Dolphin, Defender of the Future. Aquamarine Bay. It's 10 minutes long. It's awesome.
I've got that on my iTunes.
It's amazing.
I usually listen to it for about 2 minutes, get really chilled, and then turn it off.
No way. Awesome. The whole thing.
Hanging Waters is actually my favorite track on that game, to tell you the truth.
They're all really cool though. They're really great, and I forget the names of some of the other ones, but I could if I had the list, I could pluck out my second favorite one in there. But it's a phenomenal soundtrack. So
see, the two of us just named like 2 of the 3 stage themes that are like uplifting. Like all the rest of the songs in that game soundtrack as you're playing are like not depressing.
But they're somber and they're kind of chilling like you're fucked.
Seriously unnerving.
Echo the Dolphin, Defender of the Future for the Dreamcast.
Okay. Because like the Genesis Echo games are those are survival horror games.
Yeah.
Right.
People don't actually realize that, but they're actually like scary as balls.
Right. Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, no, these are just—they're more like somber and morose. Like you're in like the abyss or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of like. I was actually also gonna say that Medside 2 from System Shock 2. It's like one of the first upbeat songs you encounter in that game. That soundtrack's actually kind of similar in that because there's like just a few like upbeat, oh you're gonna kick some ass songs, but then there's all these creepy ass like ambient, oh you're gonna get killed songs just that totally outnumber the rest.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with there's the main theme from Odin Sphere.
I do not know that. I don't know any of it.
I found out at Mag 8.5 when Shark was humming it nonstop that it sounds a hell of a lot like Halo's opening theme.
Yeah.
Who scored it?
You were like, oh, is that Halo?
Yeah, it's like, is that Halo? No, it's Odin Sphere. It's like,
yeah. They're very similar. They're very similar.
Shark, who scored it?
What's his name? He's the really good person. The guy who did FF12.
Hitoshi Sakamoto.
Yeah, Sakamoto.
Okay,
Sakamoto.
I said okay. Yeah, all right. So I was right. Yeah, I thought that was one of his. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to hit up that soundtrack. Odin Sphere is good, and that main theme is very. It's like it has like the melody has the same contour as the Halo choir. Let's see. What else is good?
Diamond Dust.
The ending theme to Uncharted Waters 2 by Yoko Kanno. Because that's basically sounds like The Search Is Over by Survivor.
Oh yeah, was that one of her?
I would like to hear that. I would like to hear that now.
I'll send you a link.
You've sparked my curiosity.
Yeah, it's really funny because OA Andrew Lewis is also a big Survivor fan. And he loves that song from Uncharted Waters, and he played it. He's like, oh, sorry, check out the song. And I was like, this is The Search Is Over. And I started singing along. I was like, how can I convince you what you see? And it's like that same song. And it's like, he started laughing.
But hasn't she been accused, though, of like just some blatant plagiarism on like some popular stuff?
I've heard that before. I also know that a lot of the stuff that's written by Yoko Kanno is actually written by like her group. So like it's like music by Yoko Kanno, meaning like music by the Yoko Kanno
staff,
like the company.
Sounds like a Hans Zimmer situation.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Hans Zimmer. That's what I've heard. So I don't know. Right. I mean, she's a talented composer, but she's also a talented businesswoman.
Gotcha.
Is the best way to say it.
All right. Yo, let me just throw out there Masashi Hamauzu and the what was it? Romancing Saga 2? Is that what?
Yes, Romancing Saga. No, Saga Frontier 2.
No, Saga Frontier 2. That's right. Saga Frontier 2. Thank you very much.
The piano pieces. Have you listened to the piano pieces?
Yeah, I mean those are all tight.
Yeah,
I love them all.
Good.
You know what I mean? I love so much of that soundtrack. So lots of good.
That put him on my radar. And then when I found out he was doing FF13, I was like,
yes.
That was a great soundtrack too.
FF13.
If you like FF13 and like Saga Frontier 2, check out Sigma Harmonix.
Is that one of his too?
It's a Squaresoft game. He did the soundtrack. It only came out in Japan. It was a DS game that you played. You played it like vertically, like you would hold your DS like a book, and you played it that way. It was one of the few games that was a vertical DS game.
Right. Cool, man.
He did the soundtrack for that, and it's very similar to like that sound that he has in Final Fantasy 13 and in Saga Frontier 2. He also did Final Fantasy 7 Dirge of Cerberus, which is one of the Final Fantasy 7 spin-off games. It was a PS2 action game, kind of like Devil May Cry, with Vincent Valentine as the main character.
Nice.
So he did the soundtrack to Dirge of Cerberus also. So.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shame his track record because he did like amazing soundtracks, but half those games are not that good.
Yeah,
I like totally forgot about Dirge of Cerberus until you just mentioned it.
Yeah.
So is he like the Tim Follin of Japan?
I don't know. He has a very distinct sound. He uses a lot of like the same harmonies and chord progressions and stuff in his stuff. So you can Yeah, you can kind of always tell. It's like, oh, that definitely is, Hamauzu.
Right.
So
interesting background too. Like he was born in Germany.
Oh yeah. If you look at all of the track titles on like Saga Frontier 2,
they're all German.
Pieces, it's all in German. He actually did a piano album called Violent Dank, which has some Saga songs on it, but also some original stuff.
Yeah.
So that's really good. I love his stuff. I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. He's awesome.
He's great. So I guess that kind of answers the question. Hopefully, Ethan, favorite VGM track ever. I know we listed like a ton of them,
well, but there's so many other awesome ones. Like I don't know. Look, I'll just mention like a couple more of ones that just kind of stood out when I was younger. Like the overworld theme for Super Mario Brothers 2, the US one, Doki Doki Panic.
Oh,
that one was awesome. And then when you could pause the game, it would strip it down.
The baseline.
That was sweet. I really liked on the Sega Saturn Street Fighter Alpha, the original, because they did those kind of arranged versions of the arcade themes that were more like a rock style.
If you're looking for a good Street Fighter arranged soundtrack, check out the soundtrack, the arranged soundtrack to Street Fighter EX.
I gotta check that out. I've heard some stuff like EX3, or whichever one had White Field, I think it was called. It was like a Sagat.
I don't know.
Or whatever. That one is amazing.
I gotta check it out. But check out the arranged soundtrack to Street Fighter EX. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the opening theme to God Eater for PSP. It's like an awesome J-pop song.
Sweet.
See any vocal song from Bastion.
Hell yeah, dude.
Right. I don't know. There's the what is it? The Ninja Training Grounds theme from Maui Mallard and Cold Shadow. That's another great one.
I do not know that one. Are you ever going to mix that one? Because I don't think anyone will ever know it unless somebody.
Steve will know it.
Well, Steve knows it. Yeah,
Steve knows it. Steve and I have a huge love for that soundtrack.
Yeah, Michael Giacchino, that's classic.
Yeah, and let's see. I'm just going through my VGM list. The main theme from The Witcher. That sounds awesome. The entire Time Traveler's soundtrack, done by Sakamoto, not Sakimoto. It's a different guy.
Yeah, Hattori or what? No, I don't know.
Starts with an H. I forget his name. He also did the soundtrack to Attack of the Friday Monsters, which is another level 5 game. So fantastic. So I mean, there's so much great stuff. It's just off the top of your head.
Henry Hatsworth.
Yeah, that's another great one.
Yeah, man.
All right, so let's move on from that question.
Otherwise, it'll never end.
I know.
There's too much great VGM. Well, there's so many that shaped, my thinking about VGM when I was younger. So Donkey Kong Country and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, and Kirby's Adventure, Kirby's Adventure.
Duck Hunt, even. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So Phoenix Down asks, what are some frustrating or disappointing aspects of your otherwise favorite games?
That they're over? I don't know. Like Mario 3, you can't just keep playing it. I don't know. What? I don't know.
I've got one.
I don't play enough.
Skies of Arcadia is my favorite RPG of all time. But in the original game, fuck that encounter rate. You would get into a battle every 10 seconds.
Oh, and also, and this is why I never finished that game for Dreamcast.
This is awesome.
The load times on the battles are 10 seconds. So you go into a battle and then you have to wait there while all the models for the enemies load up. And it's just I don't want to play this.
The only good thing about that though is, and this didn't help you actually gain experience, so you were crapping yourself in the end. But it took so long to load the battles that when you hear the Dreamcast spinning up, you can open the disc tray and close it, and then it would be it wouldn't start the battle. So you could skip battles that way, but then you never get experience, so you just you'd never be able to beat the game anyway.
That's awesome.
That's why I played Grandia 2.
Oh my god, man. That was the big Dreamcast RPG war. Grandia 2 Skies of Arcadia.
The Dreamcast RPG feud was like the Grandia 2 fans and the Skies of Arcadia fans. And I was very, very much firmly in the Grandia 2 camp because Noriyuki Iwadare with his kick-ass soundtrack, and then also no load times when you're going into battles.
Wait, let me just ask this real quick, right? So the only games I really played on Sega Dreamcast were fighting games and everything like that. But usually like Capcom Fighters. But usually the load times were like pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
Was Skies of Arcadia just completely atypical for Dreamcast?
Yes, Skies of Arcadia was just a nightmare.
Yeah, the GameCube port is like so much better. The encounter rate is a little bit better. It's still bad, but everything else about the game is just much better on GameCube. Don't play it on Dreamcast.
Yeah, don't bother on Dreamcast.
Wow.
Oh, I will point out while we're talking about Dreamcast and frustrating things, Jet Grind Radio is amazing. Watching Larry play Jet Grind Radio was horrific.
Whatever.
We were at MagFest 8.5.
I'm amazing.
And Terrell had brought his Dreamcast that he had just bought back during Otakon.
I'm an expert.
And he had Jet Grind Radio, which the real name of that game is Jet Set Radio. I don't know why they changed it for America.
It's localization.
Well, but the sequel is Jet Set Radio Future, and they didn't name it. So anyway, we put it on, and Larry has never played it before, so he wants to see what the all the hubbub is with Jet Grind Radio. So he's playing the tutorials, and me and Jarrell and Nabil are sitting there in the room watching him play this game, and he's just not doing well.
Whatever, dude. And I was doing phenomenal.
You were not doing anything the tutorial asked you to do.
Yeah. The tutorial would be like, skate forward and pick up the paint cans, and that's it. And he would turn around and start skating out of the level. Like, Larry, where are you going? He's like, what do I do? What do I do? What am I supposed to do?
Whatever,
like,
dude.
What are you doing? He just showed you what you're supposed to do.
Dude, I'm exploring
tutorials. Skate forward and don't run into anything. And he hits like every single.
He starts
wall
like just turns and like runs into
all
the wall.
The trees and the trucks and like, what are you doing?
Dude, I'm exploring the space, son.
No, it sounds like you're exploring the limits of the space.
Whatever, man. Oh, whatever. They can't handle me going outside the box. My outside the box.
Again, it doesn't sound like you're going outside the box. It sounds like you're running into the box repeatedly.
Shut up. Be quiet.
Oh,
tremendous music, by the way.
Yeah, tremendous music.
Yeah.
Tremendous music.
Miller Ball Breakers is the bomb.
I like Sneak Man. Sneak Man is a good one.
Yeah, Sneak Man good. Let Mom Sleep good.
Let Mom Sleep. I'm trying to get some sleep.
Yep.
Let Mom Sleep is good. All right, Carl Servian. Carl Servian asks, what is Larry OG's profile picture supposed to be? Isn't that...
That's The Punisher by Tim Bradstreet. It's from the Marvel Knights run, issue 21, I think.
Nice.
So anyway, Tim Bradstreet is a phenomenal artist. Good, especially when he draws the Punisher. So yeah.
I'm glad to finally know who that is, because all this time I've been like, is that like a weirdly drawn Jimmy Carter or something?
Jimmy Carter?
Why would there be Jimmy Carter? Anyway,
because you love Jimmy Carter. I'm just
Frank Castle, you crazy person. Oh
Frank Castle, man. But anyway, Jimmy Carter turns 90 on October 1st. So that's my boy right there.
Yeah.
Dude, so so he's got the messages that are going up on his birthday wall that people are sending in, and one of the Iran hostages that was rescued wrote in like, "You're the man. Thank you so much for bringing us all back safe and sound and wrong." And my wife and I are doing well, and I'm like, holy shit. I mean, how many years later, man? This is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's more than 30 years later, and, like, I never forgot what you did for me. Like, so, I mean, whatever, dude. That guy's my man for life.
Yeah, for life.
No doubt. But that is not Jimmy Carter in my profile.
No, it's Frank Castle. He's not your man for life.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Carl Serbian also asked, what did I miss? Not much. Ethan Denez is back, and he asks, as a child, what video games did you play the most? Dane. As a child, what video games did you play the most?
Like, what section of my childhood? I mean...
Let's say like
I can remember back to like when I was like 2 years old playing Asteroids on Atari.
Anywhere from like 5 to 10.
Let's see. I have a lot of fond memories of Doom way back in the day.
Nice.
You got to play that with no problem?
Well, dude, this was like, the early 90s. Nobody actually gave a crap about that. They didn't think video games were going to turn you evil or anything.
Cool, man. Cool.
I think during that same time period, I played a lot of Warlords 2 hot seat games where you just like swap out with people. You could have like 8 people playing at the same time. I don't know if you even know about the Warlords series at all.
I've never even heard of this.
Wow. Pretty antiquated. It was a turn-based strategy game. It was pretty awesome though. Yeah, I don't know. Like you could design your own units and stuff, and it's pretty cool. What else? I mean, I played a shitload of NES back then, and I still remember the day that we got the Super Nintendo and like broke that thing out and started playing Link to the Past. Like I have a really good memory, so I can remember a lot of this stuff.
Hey, let me just ask you a question, Dane, and I'm sure everybody else will agree. But when you first got Super Nintendo, like how mystical did that feel? Like playing that versus the 8-bit. Like were you just like, oh my gosh,
dude, we didn't leave that TV like for weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we also got the Super Scope 6, like right when it came out too.
Damn, somebody was rich.
Well, it was a Christmas present. I have a really big extended family, but yeah, we were glued to that thing even, and you know how repetitive that can get. I mean, like 2 games.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what games equipped the Super Scope 6?
Well, I mean, it came with the game that had the 6 games on it. Like AVGN actually covered that as well in one of their Let's Play videos or whatever it is. But then there was also Battle Clash, which is like. That game has an awesome soundtrack, and I actually really like it a lot. And they played it in that AVGN episode as well, but they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Like, they were just trying to use rapid shots to kill like the first boss the whole way, and it just does not work at all. Like, they didn't even realize you have a charge meter that fills up and lets you shoot like power shots and stuff. And it's actually a pretty deep game, but they didn't even give it a chance, which was kind of disappointing because I actually really enjoyed the Super Scope 6 despite there being like 3 games for it.
Yeah, there's another game, Yoshi's Safari, right? I think.
Oh yeah, that was that one too. So I guess it's like 4 because there was also a Battle Clash sequel called Metal Combat Falcon's Revenge. Like it didn't even have the same title even remotely, but it was a direct sequel. So.
Wow. Super Scope, baby. Nice. Oh,
one more thing. I do also remember us playing a lot of Mortal Kombat 2 on the SNES.
Wow.
Getting super pissed at each other. One day, one of my cousins destroyed his brother in a match. I think his brother was playing Reptile, and he just kept doing the acid spit just over and over again, and just wasted his brother. And his brother got so pissed off that he picked up the Super Scope 6 and was gonna like bash him over the head with it. his dad came in and was like, "What are you doing?" Just like freaked out at him.
Whoa.
Yeah. Good times. Good Mortal Kombat times.
Dude, Mortal Kombat 2 though with the blood.
So fighting game.
Sweet.
The blood code.
Well, no,
actually,
that
was 2.
Oh, did it have the blood already?
It was all green on SNES though.
Yeah.
No, man. No,
that was 1. 2.
That was 1.
2 had like all the blood. Because 2 back then, like by that point, all the whatever the rating system was before ESRB came. That rating system was in place, so
no. Well, and Nintendo was just like, everybody bought the Sega because you could do the blood code. Like,
they're like, we gotta sell this. Like, we sell it. We gotta make money back.
Yep.
Yeah.
People only play it for the violence.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
That was the only reason any kid ever was interested in Mortal Kombat because.
I mean, how much time did you spend just like, okay, don't do anything. I'm just gonna try to knock you into the spikes. Just stand there. I'm gonna beat you up. Oh, I fucked it up. We gotta do it again. Just stand there. I'm gonna beat you down. I'm gonna knock you to the spikes. Oh, I fucked it up again. And just over and over again. You just wanted to see that happen.
You guys hear me at all?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Mike, what up, bruh?
It doesn't always work, so.
Oh, it's all good.
Well, it is now.
Welcome, bruh.
What's up, man?
What's up?
So we're talking about what games did we play the most as children?
Oh gosh, I think Steve-O posted on Facebook about finding a DOS emulator for his phone and playing Super Solvers, Gizmos, and Gadgets.
See, now that's way too far back for me. I mean, I remember that game fondly, but that's like.
Oh boy.
Dude, like I was, friggin' 10 years old, played the crap out of that game. That and like backyard sports games, like backyard baseball.
Oh yeah.
Backyard soccer.
By what is it? Humongous?
Yeah, the Humongous Entertainment games. Like I bought like almost every single one of those games.
Yeah, like Pajama Sam, Spy Fox. Yeah, those were good. I played a lot of Mario, and then I played a lot of Sonic. I played a crap ton of Sonic because I was a Genesis kid. So
yeah, put me down for Sonic. I think I was still 10 years old for about 4 months left when Sonic 3 came out. So
yeah,
that's probably the game I spent the most time on.
I love the Sonic trilogy, the original Sonic trilogy, like 1, 2, and then Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which I always think of as like a single game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's another thing I also clearly remember is the first time I went over to a friend's apartment and he had a Sega Genesis and like they put on Sonic, I was like, oh my god, I need a Sega! This is amazing!
Look at the graphics and the music,
it's so fast!
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to have a console in my house when I was growing up.
Oh.
I didn't have a TV.
You ever fix that?
Were you raised Amish?
No, but I might as well have been for some things. No.
Close enough.
We had a PC in my house at all times, though. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, whatever.
Dude, X-Wing.
Oh, wow.
Fuck yeah,
Star
X-Wing.
Wars. Classic Star Wars.
Played the shit out of X-Wing while listening to the Crow soundtrack. I can tell you that much.
Nice.
I was like 7, I guess. I don't know.
And as of now, the only actual console, or rather non-PC gaming device I own is my 3DS.
No, there you go.
So,
yeah, nice. I also played a lot of Kirby's Adventure when I was a kid. Kirby's Adventure was my jam. I did I 100% in that game, and it was insane. It was really good. Carl Serbian asks,
wait, I didn't answer his question. Hold on. Man.
Oh, didn't you?
No way.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You know why I asked it? Because you don't play games, so I was.
Was it Pong, Larry?
That was. I'm not that old, man. Damn, bro. Wow. Holy. No, man. No, Mario 1, 2, and 3, Sonic 1, 2, and 3, Streets of Rage 1 and 2, Donkey Kong Country 1. I only played 1 growing up.
Are you just listing all the games you've ever played?
No, you shut up. You be quiet.
And that's the end of the list.
Asshole. Double Dragon 1 and 2. Trying to think what else. RBI Baseball. Duck Hunt was the bomb. Excite Bike, Punch Out.
Oh, you know what I played a lot, and I shouldn't have because it was a waste of my time.
Uh-oh.
The original TMNT for NES.
Oh. I always tell this story every once in a blue, but like I said, when it was my brother and I turned 9, and we got our choice we went to the local Funko Land, and our mom's like, okay, you get to get one game, figure out what you're going to get. We're going to get that. And we were deciding between Ninja Turtles 1 and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
That game is awesome, man.
Yes, that
totally
game is awesome. Right, right. So we were deciding, and even at 9, we were kind of self-conscious, okay, but Ninja Turtles is a manlier game, a more masculine game.
Yeah,
totally.
But it was but Chip and Dale, man, that's a sweet show, man, because we watched Disney Afternoon.
Yeah, it's good, because you got Chip and Dale and Gadget, Monty, and Chipper, and
if we knew anything, we would have been oh, Capcom Disney platformer, awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
anyway. But when it boiled down to it, it seriously racked our brains. Oh, what are we gonna do? And ultimately, we got Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. We're like, this game is awesome. You can do the co-op. It was awesome. No doubt. No, right. So I remember it was maybe 2 weeks we were playing it, and don't get me wrong. My brother and I, we loved it. But in the back of our mind, we were like, oh, but should we have got Ninja Turtles? Later, maybe 2 months later, we played it at a friend's house, and we were like, this game sucks. We made the right choice. We're so happy.
Did I tell you guys about the time I finally tried to beat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for NES?
Oh, I think I've heard this story, but
yeah.
Go ahead.
I was 20. I was going back through old NES games. I never beat that one. Let me try and beat it. Couldn't even get close, so I was like, let me cheat. Put in some Game Genie codes. I still couldn't beat it.
No.
I had infinite lives. And I still could not beat that game.
just lets you die more. That's all.
That game is just so insane.
See, and I feel like as far as like wasting time on games, that's kind of what I did with Metal Gear, the original. Like that game was way too complicated for somebody my age at the time. Like
yeah.
But that was
Konami back then, man. Yeah. I mean, like, because Konami made
that wasn't all Konami. Because like Contra, come on, that was really simple.
That's true.
That was Hideo Kojima is what that was. Him being like, let's make this
wait, so did Hideo Kojima work on the original TMNT? Is that why it's crazy?
What a conspiracy theory. That's great. That's tremendous.
Because it's not crazy. It's just really severely flawed.
It's a bad game.
Metal Gear is like, okay, you got to be standing in this exact spot when you pull up the transceiver and dial the specific frequency, and you have to know the frequency by, like, flipping around sideways 3 times and punching a dog in the face. Like, come on.
Punching a dog.
I will say this.
I never even got a gun. I never even got a gun in that game as a kid. It was just, I'd just run around punching dogs in the face, and that's as far as I would get. Then I would die, rinse, repeat.
I will say this though, TMNT had a sweet soundtrack.
It did.
It was a really good soundtrack.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah,
there
absolutely.
Was like everyone hates the dam level where you have to swim around and defuse the bombs.
Yeah.
But that underwater music is tight.
Oh, dude! If we're talking about
Nebula did that the remix of his what was
NES jams? It was
NES jams.
Jamming with my NES, yeah.
With the piano and the NES.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that arrangement he did for that is so good.
Oh yeah, well, Sam is insane. That stuff is amazing.
His music
so
is
strong,
wonderful.
Dude, if we're talking about the 5 to 10 range, let me also, since you mentioned Ninja Turtles, but Turtles in Time. Because I was 10 when that came out, but
I was a Hyperstone Heist kid. I was a Hyperstone Heist kid.
Oh, sorry, bro. Tough break.
That's a good game.
I know, but Turtles in Time is a better game. So.
No.
Oh, here we go again. God damn it.
No.
I was singing Neon. I was like humming Neon Knight Riders for years after that game came out.
Oh yeah, dude. And what is it? Obviously Street Fighter 2 that came out. Yeah, when I was 10, that was sweet. And F-Zero was amazing. It was just the speed of it. It was just so intense. That was some good stuff too. And I never played Super Mario World really until I got to college. But that was a sweet game too, though. So anything on SNES, it would just, like I said, it was like just a mystical machine. It was like, oh my God, this is just like. Whatever the NES is, it wasn't like, oh, now NES sucks. It definitely wasn't like that, but it was just like, this is even the next level deeper.
He's like,
this is unbelievable.
This is a Super Nintendo.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness, that video.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
That's a really good question, though. That's a fun one. Could go for a long time on that.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me mention that. Wait, because Dane, you were talking about like kind of PC games and stuff like that, and I had a Macintosh, so I had like a Quadro 630 at home. Hey man, whatever, dude. It was a sweet.
There's no good games for that.
So let's guess what he's gonna go through. He's gonna say Marathon.
No.
Or maybe the Mac Venture games. It's like, what? There's
okay,
more.
Larry. Okay, go ahead.
No.
He's like, no, Marathon 2.
Bastard. I was only gonna say two. I was only gonna point out three games. There was a shareware game called Taskmaker, which was pretty sweet. It was like an RPG type of deal. SimCity 2000 and Civilization 1, the original. Those were the 2 games I played a lot, the most on the Macintosh. Civ 1 and SimCity 2000 was sweet. And when you got the money code, you could just build all like the arcologies and stuff, and just that was sweet.
I just like to get the big alien walker thing to come through, or that whatever it was like the big eyeball.
How did you trigger that?
I don't remember it being that hard.
Go to Game Facts, bro. Come on.
I think you just hit a button and it's like boom, alien thing.
I know it was like it was like if your city was like in some sort of specific condition. I know it wasn't that hard, but I'm just saying I never
maybe they made it more complicated for Macintosh. I don't know.
You suck. You're an ass. You're a punk.
All right.
I guess if we're gonna
have one last
command
of aliens and stuff
till
like
the
that.
freaking F2 like. All these.
So
You're
when
a
I was
terrible
like,
person.
when I was like 12, 13, 14, my dad gave me his old like Pentium 2 compact laptop, which couldn't run much, but I played, several hundred hours of Alpha Centauri on that thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that was my turn-based strategy game du jour.
Sid Meier's a man.
I guess I should pop in since we're talking about the computer stuff. I did play a lot of Star Control 1 and 2 on the PC.
Oh, nice.
Today, so.
Nice.
I played a lot of Apogee and Epic Mega Games shareware games.
Oh yeah, Jesus, Raptor.
Like the original Duke Nukem. Like
the original, the 2D Duke Nukem.
Original Duke Nukem.
You got that Commander Keen?
Duke Nukem 3D. I got that for my like 9th birthday.
And then kind of game you buy for a 9-year-old.
I'm playing that and like they're just like, this is a little weird, but they didn't really think much of it. Like, I don't know, because it was still during that time period, like I said, where it's like video games aren't gonna make kids evil like they think it is now.
Right.
Okay, who here played Chex Quest?
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
Anybody know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, my brother played a lot of Chex Quest. It's a Doom mod. It's Doom.
Yeah.
It's Doom. It's basically Doom.
So Chex Quest 1 was the one that was released in the cereal boxes.
Yeah.
And I played the crap out of that game.
Yeah.
And then Chex Quest 2 was released on their website, which went down way ages ago before I had access to the internet, so I never got to play that.
Yeah.
But it turns out the guy actually who coded that game, did that mod, released Chex Quest 1, 2, and he went ahead and did Chex Quest 3, which he was supposed to have done a long time ago. But he did Chex Quest 3 and released them all on his site for free. So if you want to play Chex Quest, you can actually do that for free right now.
So for anyone out there who doesn't know what Chex Quest is, okay. So there's a cereal called Chex, right?
No way.
And they did this promotion where they had this game. It was a video game in the cereal box. It was like a CD in a pouch, and it was called Chex Quest, and it was basically a mod of Doom. It was a first-person shooter.
A reskinning, basically.
It was It was like a total conversion mod of Doom, where you were going around and you were shooting these green aliens.
You were zorching the Flemoids.
Yeah, exactly. You were zorching the Flemoids. to be precise,
they had to make up their own verb to describe what you're doing.
Because it was a game that was distributed to kids in cereal.
Right.
So you could never get away with that nowadays. You could never
Do you seriously have a spoon as a weapon?
Yes, you do. It's called the Boot Spoon, and it's amazing.
Yes.
And there's also the Super Boot Spork.
Yeah. So it was a Doom mod, and it was ridiculous. It was, yeah. So that's Chex Quest, and it's check it out, I guess.
And that was the best game ever for 8-year-old me, because I wasn't allowed to play anything more violent than that.
Yeah. All right. So moving on Facebook, Brody O'Donnell says, I commented on this idea for your next/final flood of remixes in one of your previous posts and would like to hear if it's a good idea or not. How about a rare games flood? We've seen a lot of remixes for Donkey Kong Country Trilogy on OCR, but what about DK64, perhaps other rare games that haven't had any OCR love yet, such as Jet Force Gemini? Maybe some of those only have a couple of remixes like GoldenEye or Banjo-Kazooie, thus rare games. Well, Brody, the floods that we're doing are actually planned based on remixes that we have in our to-be-posted queue. Larry, I don't know if we have stuff from DK64 and.
No way.
Yeah. So
no,
the floods that we're doing this month for Flood Month are not let's just do a whole bunch of remixes really quickly and then post them all up. It's a way for us to clear out the backlog of remixes that we have already that we need to post. So that's what we're basing those floods on. So it's a cool idea, definitely, but I don't think we have the remixes to actually fit.
If we ever caught it up, and then we could conceptualize something to build around, in anticipation of a flood month, that could be a cool idea. I know somebody, because we did it in September, and this year was the 15th anniversary of the Dreamcast, and somebody was like, Dreamcast flood, and all I could think about, because I'm the super nerd of OC Remix, I'm like, I don't think they realize that there have only been maybe 25 Dreamcast remixes out of 3,000 tracks, and the likelihood that we'd have 5 to post right now when we've only had 25 in 15 years is like, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a good suggestion, and it's a cool suggestion, and I would love to see some DK64 remixes on the site, because, like, despite the fact that it's a deeply flawed game, and I can say that because I spent a lot of time playing it. It has a great soundtrack. It's not a good game. It really isn't. It's
that's rough to hear, man.
It's kind of like the logical. It's like where collection-based platformers go when they just go too far, I guess. Because what happens is you play as Donkey Kong, and then you have to collect all these bananas and get power-ups, and then you unlock Diddy Kong, and then you have to go back and do all that stuff again, like collect all these bananas and unlock all those upgrades, and then you unlock Tiny Kong, and then you go back and you do it all again, and then you unlock Lanky Kong, and you go back and do it all again. And there's like 5 monkeys in the game, and they all have like the same like collection stuff going on.
Oh my God.
It's super repetitive. It's like basically like the worst that collection-based platformers can get. So I never finished it because it was just like, I can't play this anymore. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. But the soundtrack is wonderful. It's a great soundtrack. I think Grant Kirkhope.
He did DK Rap. We know that.
I think he did the soundtrack for the whole game. I'm not sure. I have to ask him next time we see him.
That sounds right.
But I'm
you
pretty
can
sure
Wikipedia that. You don't need to ask.
Yeah, I'm looking up that now. It says he did the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a great soundtrack, and I would love to see some remixes of it, especially the desert level. That's a song that gets stuck in my head all the time.
I just love when he was a part of Big Huge Games, and he was doing like these videos talking about the music development of Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.
Yeah.
And at the end, as like a little stinger at the end, he's like, "I apologize for the DK rap. I'm sorry." Like, that was my mistake.
I love the DK rap though. So like the lyrics are so dumb and funny.
It made it to Smash Brothers, so it's just legendary. It's just unbelievable.
It's like, come on, Cranky, take it to the fridge. It's like, what?
Brutal.
I was singing that at Mag 8.5. I don't know if you remember. I was just like.
I think I missed that. That's horrible.
I was in the room and I was like, DK, Donkey Kong. That's a great song.
Wow. I'll just say this real quick. I think one idea I wouldn't mind implementing for OC Remix, and this kind of spins off to something like, a rare games or something like that. But I wouldn't mind doing something to maybe incentivize some more obscure tracks. We do something where just like you do not have to wait like the insane, ungodly wait time to get your thing posted. Like basically, if you're from a new game, if it's
I like that
idea. Game, we just post it straight up. Like
because there's so many awesome soundtracks out there that haven't even been touched yet, and if they do get covered and somebody does a really great job, it'll just be sitting there for like a really long time waiting in the queue, basically. So, I feel like that should get prioritized a bit over another like Final Fantasy VI remix or something that's been done to death, basically.
Right. Yeah, man. I
kind of like that idea, actually. Let's, maybe we should
run it up the flagpole.
Yeah.
See who salutes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, just.
Wow! Did you just quote 12 Angry Men?
No, no, but I do watch Are You Being Served a lot, the old BBC show from the 70s.
Okay. So, run it up the flagpole, see who salutes.
See who loses, yeah.
Do you remember that from 12 Angry Men, though? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I've never heard of it.
I've
heard of 12 Monkeys.
There's 12 Angry Men. You've seen 12 Angry Men?
No.
Right? No, you've never seen the movie or the play?
No.
Wow, Larry, you got to watch that movie.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I'm going to tell you. Actually, everybody out here who's watching Talkback tonight.
He's pointing at the camera.
Go watch 12 Angry Men. It's a great movie. Classic.
Is it a comedy or?
No, it's a drama. It's a courtroom drama.
I am so out.
It's a jury drama. The whole thing takes place inside the jury's chamber. It's like after the trial, and it's just them deliberating, and it's just 12 guys in a room. It's awesome.
Hey, cool.
It's fantastic. I can't believe you've never seen that movie. This is insane.
I heard of it once.
Gotta see it.
Yeah, okay.
You're gonna love it. Watch it with Paige. I think she'll like it too.
Sweet. No,
yeah,
no doubt.
It's like also like Henry Fonda and like it's awesome. Fantastic.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Moving on.
Now that Brody mentioned Jet Force Gemini, I'm seriously considering it.
Yeah, you gotta do it, man.
It's been like that game is awesome. Actually, I really love that game. I just forgot about it.
You could take Jet Set Gemini.
Jet Set Gemini. That'd be sweet.
Take the music from Jet Force. Yeah, take the music from Jet Force Gemini and do it in the style of Jet Set Radio. Jet Set Gemini.
Oh, that's nice. Yo, the other thing I wanted to do, right? Okay, this is another idea that we need to do this at some point, right? We propose our mix concepts that, like, you're not going to do it, but you want to see it get done. And if somebody does it, they skip the wait time and just go up. Like if somebody does Jet Set Gemini, we post it. Like if it passes, we'll post it. Like we just
that would be interesting.
Basically, if you watch Talkback,
like a challenge,
and we come up with an idea. Like the monthly challenge, and like, all right, guys, Jet Set Gemini. This is the month of September.
My only concern is if that became like a popular concept, then you might expect like 30 some odd remixes coming in. How's that going to get processed? That's just going to bog everything down even further.
No. Here's the thing. It'll be an album. We'll just release a Jet Set Gemini album.
What? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Problem solved. Perfect.
Wow.
Standing. I don't know. Standing ovation is my new thing.
That's awesome.
My new favorite thing to do.
So when is Overclocked Albums coming along? Like OCA.org or something? I don't know.
No, man. That's what OCR is now.
I know. I'm being
albums. Yeah.
We're waiting for that FF5 water. Almost there.
I'll show you a whip. It's coming along.
No whips. only wops.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
That was a little
inappropriate.
How dare you? Well,
get out of here.
That means
two related questions. Carl Servian asks, do you know where I can get either of the Mario Galaxy soundtracks without pirating them?
You can get them from Amazon if you're willing to pay anywhere from like $50 to $250.
Yeah, they're not on iTunes. They're released in Japan. I don't know if they're on iTunes.
They're not on iTunes. I assume he checked.
And Nick at Bacon Turtle on.
Wait. Before you read that one, I would say, obviously, Carl, you can check Amazon or eBay or whatever. But VGMDB.net, the video game music database, or visual arts and games now. But there's a seller's marketplace there where people list what albums they have for sale. So if somebody's listing some physicals, you might be able to get it at a reasonable price. You can negotiate and private message people and try and get a good price that way. So VGMDB.net.
Yeah. So on a related question, Nick, aka at Bacon Turtle on Twitter, says, "Will we ever get a Super Mario Galaxy album?"
I don't know.
I don't know. It'd be nice.
Isn't there already there's one in the Recruit and Collaborate forum in the
someone's like recruiting for a 10th anniversary, which blows my mind. That game's 10 years old. Oh my god.
Really?
Cool.
Wait, what? No, that can't be possible.
Galaxy's not 10 years old.
Galaxy is not 10 years old.
Maybe they're just expecting it to take a really long time.
Well, Galaxy actually is 7 years old. That's bad enough.
Yeah.
So maybe the album will take 3 years.
Oh yeah, that's probably why. They get the jump on it. That's good.
That's legitimate.
Process and get posted, so that knocks it down to 2.
Yeah.
And then
that's
2 years to actually make it. Yeah. 10 years.
Yeah, 1 year to get everybody on board.
Good job, guys. Be proactive. Proactive. Get out there.
That's some foresight. Yeah.
Perfect.
I like it.
We'll just get anyway, Shark. So you're gonna say the gist of it is it depends on somebody taking the time and having the willpower to organize it and get it all done.
Because we rarely do it ourselves.
We don't do it ourselves. Yeah, basically.
Well, I mean, we did. Mega Man, and we did Final Fantasy 6 and 7.
Yeah.
But aside from that, all the albums are community, grassroots, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
It's pretty cool, actually, if you think
Will
about
we
it.
ever get a Super Mario Galaxy album? Maybe. It's got great music. I'm sure people, I'm sure someone's going to want to organize something eventually. So, yeah. Cash and Change says, yes, 12 Angry Men is great. Definitely watch it. So, yeah, there we go.
Sweet, man. Cash money.
Endorsement from Cash.
All right.
So that's good.
Super Mario Galaxy 2 actually has 2 claimed tracks on the project I'm doing, so if you're
Super Cartography Brothers.
Super Cartography Brothers. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this, baby.
See, this shows you when you have just a concept, you need to get somebody that has the chops, that can get it done, that can organize it, and cool things will happen.
Strong concept. Strong concept is.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm excited about this album, man.
No, but it was like, what were we saying? What was that mixed concept with Domino's Pizza? We got to do that.
Yeah, Domino's Pizza.
For what game was that?
Legend of Mana. The main town in the beginning is Domino.
Wasn't the actual idea was that we do a mix album, like a full album of just pun mixes
really stupid titles.
Yeah.
Like really stupid
that
titles.
was just one of the really stupid ones we came up with.
Yeah, Domino's Pizza.
What was the Street Fighter one we came up with?
I forget. It was
Steve-O. He had something really brutal.
Something like that.
What was it?
Oh, it was
Hadoken it out.
No.
Something like that. It was
No. It was even worse. It was even
worse than that.
Even more straightforward.
Show you can do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was something like that. Sure you can or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think that might have been it. Sure you can.
Anyway, that's brutal.
No.
We'll do that though. We have to make a thread of just look, I'm not gonna make this. This is my concept. I'm not gonna make it, but if somebody wants to steal it,
it's too good. It's too good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's close it up tonight. It's almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah, man. Get the plugs out.
So let's get some plugs and promotions and stuff. So Dane, do you have anything you want to promote? Anything you want to pimp out? Some stuff you're selling or
selling? Like you're thinking no.
No?
Selling.
No music?
Yeah, like a Bandcamp or you want anyone to check out your SoundCloud? Or
I do in fact have a Bandcamp, and there is nothing on it right now.
Okay.
And there's been nothing on it for about 2-3 years, I think.
Nice.
So it's there. It's just waiting.
I like it. And where can people find that?
Well, no. As soon as I start, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm still trying to finish up my 6th album or whatever.
Put the old stuff on the Bandcamp.
Superliminal. Well, no, that's boring. I could do that, but most of that was released for free anyway, and a lot of it's still available for free. So
that's
So
fine.
put it up for free, pay what
you can
want.
set it for free, pay what you want.
And then you just get free money.
I have a website. If they could just go to the web.
Nobody's gonna go to the website when they can go to Bandcamp, though.
When they go to Bandcamp.
Precisely.
Yeah,
This is the landscape.
But my website URL is shorter than Bandcamp.com. It's
doesn't
only
matter.
6 letters.
Doesn't matter.
Well,
because if they buy it on Bandcamp,
yeah.
if they buy it on, they can listen to it in the Bandcamp app on their phone.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Come on,
Right.
dude.
I can listen to stuff on my site in the Chrome app on my phone. So
Yeah, but that's not as convenient.
It's not as and you can't skip
Right.
from the home screen on the Android phones and
We're just giving them a hard time.
So I'm still working on that album, and it's coming along. I've been making progress lately, and I think what I'm gonna do is just start trying to make some longer edits to some of the tracks that might be a little different from the album versions or whatever, and try to put together some EPs to get those out quicker because the album's probably not gonna be done. I was trying to get it done by the end of summer, but summer's almost over. So yeah,
Summer is over.
I don't keep track of the seasons.
It's over. It ended It ended a week ago.
Okay, all I know is I'm in Minnesota, and today it was in the 70s, and that doesn't make any sense at all. So summer must still be going. But yeah,
it was 102 today here in Arizona. So
holy,
that's Arizona.
Yeah, but you guys are also underwater, right? So
not right now. Hopefully it comes this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be a little while before I have something. Hopefully not too long. I have no idea. Nothing right now.
Okay. Jarrell, anything?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna pimp a show, and Shark knows exactly what show I'm about to pimp. It's an amazing show called Blue Blazes.
It is amazing.
Watch this joint. It's amazing. It's man. See, I pimped it though, so now I got to sit and like explain the concept, and it's tough to explain. Okay. So there's this manga artist who's really popular. I don't remember his name, but he went to the Osaka University of Arts back in 1980, and he was classmates with a lot of big-name people like Hideaki Anno and the future president of Gainax. And he got popular and went back a long time later and wrote like an autobiographical manga of his first 2 years in that university. Except everybody is stupid over the top. Nobody acts like they ever did in real life. They're like 200% more crazy and hot-blooded. So there's like a live-action TV show of this manga that's actually about to finish. I think the last episode just aired. Hasn't been subbed yet. But it is hilarious and amazing, and everybody needs to watch it.
Do the characters like use the real names of the famous people?
Yes.
For the most, the one exception is the main character himself. For some reason, he uses a fake name. But everybody, like Hideaki Anno, is in the show. Like they all call him like Anno.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. So they do use actual names. It's great.
Yeah, Blue Blazes. Gotta watch Blue Blazes. It's so good. It's so good.
Cool, man.
Larry, what do you got?
Oh, well, I plugged Liper's single Heart Sync at overclockrecords.com, so make sure to get that. Speaking of shows to pimp, Netflix, BoJack Horseman, you got it.
Really?
It's awesome, dude. I'm through maybe like 8 of the episodes. That joint is tight.
I must be living under a rock, because I keep hearing about it, but I know nothing about that.
Yo, you gotta check it. So basically, the lead character is this horse who's like, it's like a Bob Saget role where he played the lead on a Full House like sitcom, but now his career is dead, and he's also a douche. And so it's just following the Hollywood exploits of this guy. Anyway, he's a horse. So his name is BoJack Horseman, and there's a mix of human beings and anthropomorphic animals. I don't know. That's just like what the universe is. They all like walk and talk and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I don't know. It's just it's a totally irreverent show. But it's hilarious.
Paul F. Tompkins in it. I'm sold.
Yeah, Paul F. Tompkins is great.
Yeah, man. So it's a sweet show. Got highly recommended. BoJack Horseman. If it like pops up in your recommendations, like just give it a shot.
Jesus, everybody is in this show.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oswalt.
Yeah, the roster is pretty deep, man, for sure.
Lord.
And then Trailer Park Boys on Netflix.
Oh God, I love that show.
God,
the new season is so fucking hilarious.
Dude, it's more over. Okay, so anybody that's not seen it, it's this Canadian show, Trailer Park Boys, following these just losers that live in a trailer park in Canada.
It's supposed to be like a mockumentary too. So
yeah.
They're like small-time criminals, and they get this camera crew to follow them around and document their lives, and they just have the most fucked up and like disgraceful low-class lives you could imagine. But it's so funny.
Hilarious. Yeah. So the eighth season, the show got brought back by Netflix. It was kind of like like an Arrested Development type of deal, where the show had essentially wrapped up. Like they do some movies and some specials every once in a while, but like Netflix paid to produce the 8th season, so now it's back because it's so popular on Netflix. And it's even more over the top than like any of the previous seasons.
It's totally fucking crazy. Did you notice they also just put out that new Christmas special? Like,
I haven't checked that out yet.
Yeah, there's a new Christmas special up on Netflix now. Like, I love Netflix for picking that up. They are the bomb.
Sweet. I'm gonna check that out for sure. But yeah, so Trailer Park Boys, absolutely highest recommendation. Like in my hierarchy of shows that I've ever seen, it's in the top 5 for sure. Just hilarious.
I get like all it's weird. I get all nostalgic just from like the intro music and stuff.
Yes. No.
I don't know why.
The best part though is when Netflix picked it up,
they didn't change like anything. They didn't materially change anything about it. The intro, like it looks like the same show. It doesn't look like, oh, the camera work looks like way more expensive and like polished or anything. It looks like the same show. So it's great. Yeah, it's been good stuff. So anyway, that's on the plug side. BoJack Horseman and Trailer Park Boys on Netflix for sure. And then whatever, dude. You said plugs. We can plug whatever.
Yeah, no, you can plug whatever you want. That's fine.
You can plug whatever you want. And then like I said, Heart Sink by Lightbird, overclockrecords.com. Nice. You got to get it. The song is deep. Yep. It's an amazing electronica piece, and that's one song on an upcoming album that Lightbird was working on before he got the before Jaron got the cancer diagnosis. So stuff is in progress. He had the setback, but he's going to be working on it. Keep an eye out for it.
Right on.
Go.
Yeah, highly recommend that song.
Oh, thank you, man. I'm glad you heard it too, man. It's sweet. Share it, everybody. Check it out. Even if you don't buy it, share it, please, so that more people know about it because it's hot.
Yep.
All right, Mike, what do you got?
Okay, so I am running a remix contest right now, and so if you are a producer and would like to win an Impact Soundworks library, in this case, Juggernaut, is the first place prize along with my entire discography, and the second place prize is Celestia, which is another fantastic library by Impact Soundworks.
For real.
Those are the prizes that I'm giving away in my remix contest for my song Oasis, which is going to be one of the songs off my upcoming album, which will hopefully be released sometime in November, if all goes well. So I guess my tradition is to run a remix contest for every album I do, and get some cool stuff on there. I've gotten a great turnout every single time I've done one, and this time I'm hoping it's no different. I've got great prizes this time around as well. So if you go to flexstylemusic.com, the first entry is going to be that remix contest.
Cool.
Oh, sweet, dude.
I think there's already a lot of people on board for it too. I'm gonna do something for it, and I know a lot of people on Facebook were already like, "Yeah, this is awesome. I'm totally gonna do something." So
yeah, I hope so. I would love.
Should be a good competition.
Yeah, hopefully get another EP's worth of material out of that too.
Yeah,
sweet.
Release a single first and then drop the album a month later, which would be amazing. But
yeah.
We'll see if I can do that or not. If I get enough good stuff, I mean, we'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
I only have prizes for first, second, and third, in the first and second of the big ones. But if you think you got what it takes,
what's third prize? Like a hug?
Third prize is you get all my albums.
That's the best prize.
So it's not a huge prize, but you do get all the music I've ever made. So.
Hey, sweet.
Sure, downplay yourself.
The fourth prize is he's going to be up there like doing a set, and he'll think about you and smile.
No, honestly, if
it'll just be like.
Yeah, it'll be a really obvious smile, though.
Yes. No, seriously though, I'm not listing this on the site because I don't want to just make it super public, but if you happen to make a really good remix and I don't choose yours as a third placer, but it's still good enough to where I'm like, okay, I'm impressed by this, I want to give this person some credit, then yeah, I'll definitely hook up with some
of my
albums and stuff like that. So,
shit, I might have to work on that tonight.
Yeah.
The Shine prize is so much better.
I'll totally Instagram that part then too.
Just a super obvious smile. All right.
And then final bit, just a quick shout out for Super Cartography Brothers, which is an album that is in progress, will hopefully be released in late January. I've got an all-star, 5-star version of a roster going this time. It's an amazing roster of people.
It's gonna be good.
Beat Drop's on this thing. We got Blind.
Beat Drop. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Why?
I still have that Firefly remix you did years ago.
Dude,
man.
I still like that lead synth I used in that. I'm still like, man, how did I do that? I'm gonna have to go back and look.
We've got a bunch of OCR veterans and OCR newcomers that are also top flight producers. So
yeah,
there's great names on there.
It's gonna be good.
It's going to be really awesome.
Together in this album.
You didn't mention the concept, though.
Okay, so the concept is taking map themes, aka the short repetitive stuff, and turning it into awesome EDM tracks.
Club
and it's going, and not only will we doing the tracks, but Global Trance will be putting together a mix that we'll be distributing, and the goal is to do a live set somewhere. Not sure how all the details are going to work out with that yet.
Yeah.
But it'd be
timing's getting tight.
Flex Style and Global Trance doing a tandem set as the Super Cartography Brothers.
Yeah.
So.
That'd be awesome.
With album art by
album by RNN. Yep.
Either way, it's going to be the first album release that has a continuous mix available of it, which is a really cool idea.
Yeah. Not just gapless playback, an awesome actual mix.
Yeah.
So.
It's gonna be awesome.
And it's all Shark's fault.
Yeah, it's all my fault. That was my idea.
And another thing that I really liked about the concept, like when I was reading the guidelines and stuff, is that you're looking more for like club-oriented types of.
Yeah, that was the idea. When
it's not like OCR type stuff. It's just like what you would hear.
But isn't that all OCR does? Like just music.
Yeah, no, I mean that was
techno music.
That was the idea when we came up with it. When I came up with it years ago, and me and Matthias, another Soundscape, we were talking about working on it, and I was like, I don't want it to be like OCR style. Like that kind of like very like shortened kind of electronica. I want it to be very traditional electronica that you would hear in a club, like club music, like where it's less about melody and more about texture and evolving texture and setting up a soundscape that you can listen to and dance to. That's what I wanted it to be. And Mike took this concept and ran with it and got all these great people to be on it, and I think it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward. I've heard some samples.
That also just says the lesson of like we really need to verbalize more of the concepts that we're thinking of.
Yeah, because like the fun concept albums are the ones that are just you get excited about those.
Yeah.
Because there's like an actual like, oh, this is cool, because it's like you can kind of like get the idea, and I'm excited for this album.
Yeah, I can't wait for sure. And Mario all that stuff is gonna be classic. So I mean, you just know the hits are coming. This is great.
Yeah. So I'm doing an electro swing track with Expert Novice that I'm working on right now. Blind is doing a couple tracks that he's giving me a whip that's amazing. Beat Drop sent me a whip that's really awesome. So
it's pretty bare bones right now, though.
He's getting on top of it. I got one full finished song right now, which is by Rob KTA, a Game Chops artist, and it is Summer Disco House.
That is going to be like the summer jam next year, 2015. That's going to be like the song of the summer. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I've heard like a very close to finished version of it. It's insane.
It's good stuff.
It's awesome. It's very exciting. And I already talked to Mike about the sequel to this album, so
yes.
Oh boy.
We're already workshopping it a little bit, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
we'll even have probably more time to actually execute that one too, if I can just get it done in a year rather than 6 months.
Yeah. It should be good. It's a very similar concept, but
that's kind of it would be kind of cool to do like a concept album every year. Where it had like a defined small enough scope where you could pull that off, almost like like these Marvel events. You know what I mean? Where you just kind of plan it like a year. Like this is the event.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty sweet.
And shoot, I'm trying to get more gigs as like a con DJ too. So this is the kind of thing I could be like, okay, I've got this set that's this concept. You can theme your rave to this. Yeah,
and you can do like Mario rave and like get like mushrooms and coin boxes everywhere and stuff.
But not actual mushrooms.
No, that's not good. Say no to drugs. Drugs are bad. Winners don't do drugs.
I advocate sober raves.
Except marijuana, though. That's good. If you're in a state where it's legal, of course.
Of course.
Colorado or Washington.
Arizona, actually, in a lot of places. But
in a lot of places, that doesn't sound so legal.
So
in the right alleys, it's legal.
All right. So for me, I'm just going to do a quick shout out to all the people who commented on YouTube. So Coral12 said Bazinga, VGM NG style. Talking about what Mike was talking about, Civilization, Star Control 1 and 2, Alpha Centauri. You were talking about very good games. Used to play a lot of Civ and S-Max, so awesome. Creepy Killer 1 says, lol, this is great. Thank you, Creepy Killer. You're great, too. VGM NG style also says 12 Angry Men is a good movie. Larry, gotta watch it. And,
all right.
And Maggie Hughes says, oh my gosh, you guys are cool. Maggie Hughes is actually, we met her at Kineticon. She was dressed as Lara Croft from the Tomb Raider game.
Oh, yeah, she's awesome. That's right.
She was super cool to talk to.
Yeah. So shout out to Maggie as well.
No doubt.
Let's see. What do I want to pimp out? What do I want to pimp out?
Your body.
Mega Man 25.
Mega Man 25, obviously. So, as always, for everlasting peace, 25 years of Mega Man. It's OCR's first commercial album. 21 tracks, 7 games, 1 million artists.
Yeah, man. Sold a lot of those at MagFest.
We did. We sold a lot of them at MagFest, which is good. It's just really good because I need to buy a new car because my car is dying. So,
dude, yo,
help a brother out.
I just had the worst luck. So my laptop, the hinge cracked on it. I'm like, gosh. So keep buying that album. I need a new laptop.
my transmission is going. I would have to spend $3,000 to rebuild the transmission, so I'm just going to get a new car at this point because the car is old and I don't want to keep putting money into it. So.
No, it's a money sink. Yeah, you can't do that.
So and I actually do personally make money off of this album, which is why I pimped it all the time. But all of the artists on this album make money off of it.
Exactly.
It's a commercial licensed album, and we all are able to. Be supported by the album.
Well, and even when OCR does our one commercial project, it's super awesome for the artists. Like it's not like OCR gets all the money and then
no, OCR gets a very small portion of the proceeds. Most of the money goes to the artists. So
no doubt.
So definitely check out this if you love Mega Man. It's a great album. You can buy it on CD Baby and on iTunes.
Well, what's the full
Amazon.
name? What's the full name so the peeps get it?
It's called For Everlasting Peace: 25 Years of Mega Man, and you can get it on iTunes and Amazon MP3, or you can go to CD Baby and order the physical copy. You can actually also order the physical copy on Amazon. Amazon will sell it from CD Baby, and if you buy it on Amazon, if you have Amazon Prime, you can get the free shipping. Because it's fulfilled through Amazon. So.
Nice.
You can also come to one of many conventions we're at and get it and not have to pay shipping and handling at all.
That's true.
You'll get it for cheaper because at conventions and events we sell it for $15.
Yes.
Usually the physical is $18 online.
Plus shipping and handling. Yeah.
Shipping and handling. So you want to but you want to get the physical because of the art is beautiful, and you got the CD art which is awesome. You got Mega Man and War Rock. So. It's awesome. And
we had War Rock on the show today.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Will Rock?
For a little while.
War Rock. Omega Exis says he's known in
my bad. Sorry about
in the
that.
U.S.
That was close.
From Mega Man Star Force. But I also want to pimp out Overclock Remix. Obviously, check out OCR Remix for all your video game music needs.
If you're watching this and you don't know what OCR is, what the fuck are you doing here?
So follow us on Twitter, at OCR Remix, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. You're watching this, so subscribe right now. Just hit the button, right now. Boop. Go ahead, right now. Okay.
Next, just for any little peeps that are interested, the next remix coming up is from Majora's Mask, so keep an eye out for it.
Spoilers.
Awesome. As for events, OCR Remix actually does not have any more events this year, as far as I am aware.
No, Gamers Rhapsody.
Gamers Rhapsody.
Minnesota, November.
In Minnesota, yeah, okay, in November. I'm not going to be there, unfortunately. It's on the same weekend as a wedding that I'm going to. So.
Let me mention, not directly OCR related, but just because I'm in Atlanta, any Atlanta peeps, Mega Ran is going to be doing a show at the Music Room September 30th. Just Google it, look that up. And then Video Games Live is performing at the Cobb Energy Center on Saturday, October 11th. So I'm definitely going to be there. Hopefully Jill will be performing too. Got to make sure she's locked in for that, but hopefully she'll be performing there. It'll be the first time actually that they've come to Atlanta. They've never gotten to perform here. There's been Distant Worlds. There's been Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. So like pretty much everything has been here except Video Games Live. So this is going to be
exciting for Atlanta people.
Exciting
for Atlanta.
Yep.
I'm gonna pop in with one thing. OC Remix is not going to be at New York Comic Con, but a couple of us are going to be at New York Comic Con. So if you're gonna be there, you might see us walking around. Say hi.
OC Remix shirts.
Yeah, we're not gonna be selling them. We're not gonna have a booth. I'm gonna be heading to the Nintendo booth. I want to play whatever they got out there.
Yeah.
But if you see us, say hi. We'll be there.
Yeah, if you see anyone in an OC Remix shirt, just say, hey.
Does Capcom have a booth?
I don't know. I got to find out from Brett.
They did last year.
If they're going to be there. I got to find out if Brett's going to be there. I'll just take a whole bunch.
Yeah, bring the Mega Man 25 and tell me.
A whole bunch of Mega Man 25. It's like, hey, Brett, sell these. We'll be back with the money. Just sell them.
Nice.
So, let's close it up because it's 11:11 already, and I'm freaking tired.
Hey, we love you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Video game music forever.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Tune in next week. Maybe, I don't know. Standing ovation.
Nice talk back. Nice talk back.
Okay. All right. Good night, everybody.
Das wird